Startup Flame says, love the Lion King shirt. Thank you. Hakuna Matata. There, I said it correctly that time. Can you please tell us about your experience on Teleprompter and any recommendations if you use any? So I've used a teleprompter before, and I use it not for YouTube videos, but I use it definitely for videos that are sort of for courses and sales pages and things like that. But not all the time. There are some challenges when it comes to the teleprompter. Number one, you need to buy some teleprompter equipment. Now, there are some really good pieces of equipment out there from a company called ICANN, I-K-A-N, and it involves using your iPad, and then there's like a piece of glass that's sort of angled, and the iPad lays flat, and it reflects the image from the iPad to you, and the camera is just right behind the glass, and the glass does not see the reflection. It's because it's reflection, and so that's how you look at the camera while reading at the same time. And so the iPad tools from ICANN for teleprompters work really well. I think you can do them with your phone too, but it's a lot smaller and a lot harder to read. There's some also great videos on YouTube about how to make your own DIY iPad teleprompter, by the way, which if you have the materials and have access to that, can work just as well. The challenges, however, is not just the equipment, it's how to create the script to use the teleprompter. So it takes time. And this is also the con and the benefit. The con is, well, it takes time to write the script, and you have to write it in a way where it would make sense for you to speak it. So you have to write like you talk, and that's pretty challenging sometimes. But number two, the benefit is, well, when you get that done, it's like right there, and you just have to read. You don't have to think anymore. However, it's challenging to read a teleprompter and sound natural at the same time. It's something that requires learning, it requires patience, and it requires practice. So if you're in a time crunch, it may be a little bit more difficult. You can't rely on a teleprompter for the first time. You got to get it ahead of time, practice. And another big challenge is depending on how far the camera is from you. Obviously, the further away the camera is, the smaller the text will be. You can increase the font size and such, but then you lose more words. So there's a balance, because the further away it is, you might be squinting. But the benefit of having the camera further away is that when you're reading, you don't actually see your eyes move that as much, because there's less angle from word to word. Versus if the camera's up close and you're reading the teleprompter, it could be very easy to see. I don't know if you could see my eyes there. You'd see eyes like, hey everybody, thanks for being here today. Pat Flynn here. Thanks for getting into the course. And it's just like, that doesn't look natural either. So I've found that when there's enough time to write the scripts and there's enough time to practice, it works out very well, because then you just kind of show up, you film, and there's less editing involved too. You still mess up. And the other challenge is with teleprompters is the speed by which the speed that the words track. There are some tools to help you control that. In fact, there are foot pedals. I don't use the foot pedal, but there's a foot pedal that when you move it, you can slow it down or speed it up, because sometimes you might burn through a couple sentences really quickly, and then you'd kind of have to wait for the rest of it to catch up. In which case, if you have a foot pedal or your hand on like a device of some kind, you can scroll it up. Now, it's been really helpful to have Caleb, who lives in San Diego with me, who's my videographer. He comes in the office with me when I do course filming, not just to record it and have it look really good, but he also helps man the teleprompter to follow along and speed things up if it's seemingly like I'm going a little bit faster than the rate at which the words are popping up on the screen.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.